Hey, this is Travis with Gear Up, and I wanted to show another time saver piece of hardware that I've been using for the last year or so, and this is a must-have in my hardware collection. Anybody that's doing a hobbyist computer hardware guy needs something like this. And anyway, this is the Dyconn disk duplicator. It's got 2 bays serial ATA connections connected over USB 3.0. There are a couple of modes that this can run in. There's a power switch right here on the back. And then there's 2 bays, the 2 bays, you can use them independently. So you'll be able to see both of the the hard drives in the disk management if you want to use it that way. So and the performance is pretty good. The way I remember is I usually see 100 meg off of standard 7200 RPM drives. Anyway, the way that these work, it is kind of weird. They go back to back. So the HDD1 is the source and the HDD2 is the destination. I kind of wish that they would have named this differently. I thought source and destination would have been a better way to do this. It is a little bit hard to remember if if you don't use it on a daily basis. But anyway, that doesn't matter if you're using it over USB just to transfer files. This is a lifesaver though. If, for example, I've had a few people ask me, I bought a new hard drive. Excuse me, one person asked me, I bought a new hard drive. I want the same data. I want to just log back into my computer as if I had not gotten a new hard drive, but I want the space and the performance of the new hard drive. Maybe it was an SSD. In this scenario, it was a larger SSD. And in that scenario, all I have to do, you can actually unplug the USB, and you just need the power cable. And then you need the original drive. So, for example, like this, and then you'll need the SSD drive. I'm gonna say that this is an SSD drive, even though it's not. It's just a regular 7200 RPM. You'll notice that it fits just the same, back to back. Now, I've got the power off, but if I were using this to actually duplicate this drive now, I just hold this down for about 5 seconds, and then the lights will start going from left to right, and it'll fill up the 25% marker, then the 50% marker, and then the 75 and the 100. It usually takes about an hour for larger drives, 2 terabyte or so. If you're going like 8 terabyte or higher, plan a little bit of time. But all you have to do is just let this sit over there. You don't want to touch it, don't want to disturb it while it's going through. At the very end, if these 2 drives are not the same size, you'll want to go into Disk Manager and resize the new one to have, so for example, if this was a 1 terabyte, oh my gosh, I said gigabyte on the other ones. Anyway, terabyte, if this was a terabyte drive and this was a 2 terabyte drive, you'd want to go into Disk Manager and extend the partition for this one so that you get the extra space without having an extra drive letter. So the duplication on this is awesome. I love it. Goes from HDD1 in the back to the front guy, HDD2. Whatever's on HDD2 is destroyed. So unless you've got really good data recovery kind of stuff, do not use put anything in there that you want to keep. Anyway, and then whatever's on the back one is copied over. I use this both for the duplication and for just docking a computer, a hard drive to pull some data off of it really quick. Kind of convenient, kind of handy. I'm glad it's USB 3.0. The power adapter, let me show what this looks like. It's a long one, so prepare for that if you need the extra space. It doesn't fit all that well on a power strip. The way I remember it, you can't use this without the power cable. These drives usually pull a little too much juice, if I'm not mistaken. There may be other brands that can, or newer models eventually that can. If you like this review, please leave a comment, consider subscribing and helping me make more videos. And I like, dislike. Catch you later.